guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I clip in my extensions. I have had several comments asking me how I clip in my extensions, so today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I clip them in. I'm also going to be doing a review on the VP Fashion extensions that were sent to me. It's going to be a thorough review, and I'm going to talk about everything I like about them, everything I don't like about them. I will be 100% completely honest with you guys. The way I clip in my extensions depends on where my part is at the moment. So today I have a side part, some days I have a middle part. So depending on where I'm parting my hair, how I clip in my extensions is going to vary. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do it with my side part, which this is how I normally would wear my hair. Before you clip in your extensions, make sure that they're straight and your hair is straight, so that way you don't have to worry about trying to section your hair and straighten it once they're already clipped in. Whenever I wear my extensions curly, I always have them curled once they're in my hair, so I don't curl them until after I've installed them, because I want to make sure that my hair and the extensions are being curled in the same direction. If I curl my extensions before I clip them in, then one of my extensions might be going this way and I might have curled my hair this way and they won't blend together as well. So I always curl my extensions once they're already clipped into my hair, but whenever I'm installing them and my hair is straightened, I always make sure my hair is already straightened and the extensions are already straightened. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and show you guys exactly how I clip in my extensions. So I just start off with a 3-clip weft, and I take a section on the bottom of my hair and then tie the rest of my hair up on top of my head, and then I just take that 3-clip weft and then I clip it in on that section. And then what I do is I let my hair down, I go ahead and section off another piece of hair right above the section, tie the rest of my hair up, and then I'm putting in another 3-clip weft right there. So now I'm moving on to my 4-clip wefts. I'm just taking another section directly above my previous section, tying the rest of my hair up, and then clipping in the 4-clip weft. This is a very repetitive process, just taking sections and clipping in wefts one right after the other, making sure that you're taking small sections right above the last section. So here I am just doing the exact same process as I have done before. This is my last weft that I'm clipping in for the top section, and this is just a 3-clip weft. So once I get that applied, I let down my hair. Okay, so now that I've turned around, I will clip the rest in facing you guys because they're all around my face. So because my hair is at an awkward length, you can obviously see under here all of these shorter pieces. So there are 2 things you can do to blend in these shorter pieces when you have short hair like me. The first one is to take that section at the bottom, twist it or braid it, and just pin it up at the bottom of your neck. Just bobby pin it up at the bottom of your neck so it's not hanging down. The second option is what I do. So I take this 4-clip weft, or you can take a 3-clip weft or 2-clip wefts. I'm just using a 4-clip one. And what I do is I apply this one under my hair. So I'm gonna flip all this back, and then I take this one and I go underneath right here, and then I just clip it in at the bottom of my neck right here. Then I'll toss that back, and then I just split my hair into 2 sections and I bring it back around. And as you guys can see underneath here, now you don't see any of those short pieces. All you see is long hair under here, and those little pieces aren't peeking out and exposing you. So the next thing that I do is obviously I have to blend in this chunk and this chunk, and I have 4 1-clip wefts that I save for this. So I just section off this part of my hair, and I do these ones a lot higher up and a little bit closer to my face to try and blend in those hairs. So there's that side right there. I just clipped in 1 weft and it already helped blend and hide a lot of those pieces. So I'm just going to do another one. So as you can see, now everything is blended really well. So I have 2 1-clipped extensions left for this side of my hair. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have everything clipped in and everything is blended pretty well. So that is how I clip in my extensions. It is much easier to blend your extensions in with your natural hair whenever you're curling everything together. I think it's way easier to blend it together. Whenever you're doing straight hair, it's a lot harder to blend in the disconnect from your hair versus the extensions and the length difference. I'm gonna turn around and put all my hair in the back of me and show you guys what it looks like from the back. If you are worried about your extensions coming out, you can always tease the section before you clip in the wefts, so that way it is super secure. Or you can also tease them, hairspray it, and then clip in the weft if you're going somewhere where you're going to be exposed by wind or outside where the weather conditions are a little bit more harsh. You can always do that just to feel a little bit of extra security, to know that they're not going to like fly out or like your hair won't be exposed. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the portion in the video where I talk about extensions and I talk about VP Fashion's extensions and tell you guys a little bit more about extensions and about how to choose extensions that are right for you. I will leave a link in the description to exactly what hair extensions I am wearing in my hair right now. These are 22 inches, 260 grams. And then I also got one clip, which is an added volumizer. It's 20 inches and it is 40 grams. So I have super, super thick hair and it is very hard for me to blend in extensions. My hair doesn't look as thick as what it is, but my hair is very thick, so it's hard for me to blend in extensions, especially with the length of where my hair is currently. It's hard to blend everything together seamlessly. So that's why I got the extra added volumizer piece, which is an extra 40 grams. So altogether, I have 300 grams of hair in my head right now. I have been wearing clip-in extensions since I was 17, off and on for so many years. I've tried so many different brands of clip-in extensions, so I have a good grasp on different companies. I've used so many different companies out there. So as you guys know, I did tone these with purple shampoo. I also have dyed the tips of them. The hair extensions felt amazing when I first got them. They were soft and smooth. They were yellow, but that's the color they're supposed to be. I got the shade 613, which is the ones that you get if you're planning on coloring them or if you just want platinum blonde hair like me. After I toned my extensions with purple shampoo, they still felt great. When they dry, they have a natural wave to them, which is so pretty. And as you guys know, I dyed the tips. After I dyed the tips of them, they still felt totally fine. I didn't rewash all of them. I just rinsed out the tips when I dyed them, and they still felt completely fine. I have styled these extensions so many times. I've straightened them, curled them, straightened them. I haven't had any issues with that yet. The only thing I will say is on 4th of July, I wore these extensions and I wore my hair curly, and I wanted my hair to be like very voluminous and very curly. And I used a lot of hairspray to hold everything to make sure that the curl wouldn't fall out of my hair. And I went outside to do fireworks, and when I came back in, my hair was literally straight. The extensions did not hold curl whatsoever. I used a lot of hairspray. I've washed them. Normally, if you get extensions and you haven't washed them yet, they won't really take color very well. They also won't hold curl, but I have washed them, and they still didn't hold curl very well at all. I'm going to be curling them in the future. I will let you guys know if they hold curl better once they've been styled more. So choosing the right weight of extensions depends on how thick your hair is. As I said before, my hair is so thick. That's why I got the added volumizer, and that's why I have 300 grams of hair in my head right now. But if you have thinner hair, you don't need nearly as many grams as I have. So the amount of grams you get will depend on how thin or thick your hair is. So since I have thick hair, I got a lot of grams. If you have thinner hair, you won't need nearly as many grams. Length is definitely a personal preference. One thing I will say about these extensions is they are really thick up by the wefts. As you get down towards the ends, they do thin out quite a bit. Keep in mind, mine are 22 inches, so they are extremely long. When I sit down, they touch the top of my thighs, so they are very long, but at the ends, they do get thinner. I'll just like stand up for you guys so you guys can see. They're really thick right in through here, and then when you get down to the ends, they're quite a bit thinner on the ends than they are up here, which I'm gonna take out a weft actually real quick and just show you exactly what I'm talking about so there's no like wondering. So here is one weft. At the top, you can see they are thick. You can't see through them at all. They're super thick at the top. As you go down the extension, you will see how much thinner they get. So at the top, super thick, you can't see through them at all. As I'm going up and showing you the bottom, you can see exactly how thin the bottom is compared to the top of the extension. That is pretty common in most extensions. These extensions are not bad. They're not the best I've tried. They're not the worst I've tried. They're kind of in the middle. If you have thin or medium thickness of hair, these extensions would be great for you. If you have thicker hair, I would not recommend these extensions. because the ends get thinner and it doesn't feel as thick and as weighty as, for instance, my Bellamy extensions. Let me grab my Bellamy extensions and show you those ones versus these ones so you can see exactly what I'm talking about with the uniform thickness on the Bellamy ones. Okay, so here are my Bellamy extensions. They are extremely thick, and as you can see, they're thick at the top and thick at the bottom. You can't see through either. I'm gonna take off one individual weft and show you just like I did with these ones. Here is a Bellamy extension. As you can see, thick at the top. You can't see through them at the top. As I go down, they maintain their thickness. They do get a little bit thinner, but not as thin as the other ones are. You still can't like see through them like you can with the other ones. They're thick from top to bottom, whereas these ones do get thinner the further you go down. So that's what I would tell you. If you have thin to medium hair, VP Fashion extensions are great. They're gonna work well for you. They're gonna blend into your hair just fine. They're soft, they're long, they're pretty. The wefts are sewn on really good. The clips are very secure. They wash out just fine. They style okay. If you're gonna curl it, it's gonna have a little bit of a trouble holding curl. Other than that, these extensions are fine. If you have thicker hair, like I said, I would not purchase these extensions. If you were to purchase these, you would have to get probably 2 bundles, or you would have to get a lot more hair than 300 grams, which is what I have in my hair right now. It's so much easier for me to blend in the Bellamy ones, which are only 280 grams, than it is for me to blend in these ones, which are 300 grams. So that's what I would say. I don't think VP Fashion is bad or horrible. I think they have good extensions, but for someone who has very thick hair, I would personally, if I was going to use my own money to buy a new pair of extensions, I would not buy VP Fashion. I would buy Bellamy because of my hair type. Is it worth buying? I just explained to you guys, yes, I do think VP Fashion hair is worth buying if you have the correct hair type. Again, if you have the correct hair type, I think VP Fashion is fine. They dye just fine. They take the color amazing. They're long. They are semi-thick. Yeah, I think they're good extensions. But again, I got thick hair. These are my 100% honest thoughts on VP Fashion. Again, not the best, not the worst. They're good extensions if you have the right hair type, like I've said 1,000 times. If I would have spent the amount of money that these cost, I would be a little bit disappointed just because I feel like the thickness is lacking, especially in the ends of the hair. I feel like the thickness just isn't there. I will leave a link in the description down below to the exact extensions I got in case you guys are wanting to purchase some. I also have a coupon code. I don't get any money from it or anything. It is just the code Aislinn. I will leave the code in the description down below. You will get $10 off your purchase if you use my code Aislinn. If you guys have any more questions at all about extensions, VP Fashion, Bellamy, anything like that, please leave a comment down below asking me or DM me on Instagram. I will leave a link to my Instagram in the description down below, so you can always DM me and reach out to me on Instagram. That is it for today's video. I love you guys so much, and until next time, guys, stay weird. They're not bad. Like, I don't want to sit here and bash them. They're not bad extensions at all. But if I was spending my money, would I buy these? No, I wouldn't. Like, I don't want to sit here and like bash them because I don't think they're bad extensions.
Especially because the other ones are better quality and they're cheap.
Yeah, I know. Like, how are you gonna... I don't understand that. Like, I just think from my subscriber standpoint, if I was them and I was looking for extensions and I wanted to buy some, I'm just looking out for them. I don't want them to spend their money on something. Like, yeah, they would be happy with these, but they would be even happier with Bellamy extensions. So, that's all I'm saying. Tea.